Good evening. A grieving mother mourns the loss of her child, then makes a terrible discovery. Somehow her little boy's body is missing.
The family says they were mistakenly given the remains of another child. As News Channel 5's Nick Barris tells us in this exclusive report, that's at the heart of a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against Vanderbilt Children's Hospital.
The family says this should never happen under any circumstance after the death of a loved one. They're heartbroken and they want their child's remains. Vanderbilt is sympathetic but say they made no mistake and did release the correct body.
I don't know what ashes we have that belong to another mama out there. I mean, this isn't Matthew.
Lisa Ward adopted her special needs son 10 years ago. A loving child with a wonderful smile. Matthew was admitted to Vanderbilt Children's Hospital with a serious medical condition. He died on October 1st, but his mother says Matthew is missing.
I want to know where my baby is.
That question is at the heart of a $10 million lawsuit filed against Vanderbilt Children's Hospital.
It's the most bizarre situation I've seen in my career.
After checking her son into the hospital, Ward says she noticed injuries to his legs.
So I had requested the medical documents to see if there was a reason for the injury in him, and there wasn't.
A day later, Matthew died of complications from a pre-existing condition. The family arranged for a funeral home to pick up the body and made the unusual request that photos be taken of the boy's injured legs before he was cremated.
They gave us the bag of ashes that were in here.
Several days later, a grieving Ward asked for the photos, which, to her shock, showed a white baby, not her black 11-year-old son.
I say to my husband, I yelled, "That's not Matthew."
She immediately called the funeral home, which confirmed that was the body with Matthew's ID tag that had been released to them by Vanderbilt.
The tag, there's no reasonable explanation for that tag to be there unless Vanderbilt shipped out the wrong body.
In a statement, Vanderbilt agrees the photos provided by the funeral home are not of Ward's son, but the hospital is certain it did release the correct body to the mortuary, and there is a verification process to make sure there are no errors. Vanderbilt insists it was not their mistake. They say questions about what happened should be addressed to the funeral home.
They say 100% we're positive that this is the body that Vanderbilt gave us.
Right now, Ward is only suing Vanderbilt. She just wants answers and her son's ashes.
It's not Matthew. So there's another family that doesn't know that they have ours and we have theirs.
For now, no one has been able to identify the white baby in those photos, and Matthew's remains appear to be missing. It is, by the way, very difficult to get a DNA match from cremated remains. Nick Barris, News Channel 5.
Thank you, Nick. And you can read Vanderbilt's complete statement and see a copy of the lawsuit on our website.